Hello everyone. Today we will study parts of liver and hepatic lobule. So let's start the topic. Liver. As you can see, liver is divided into two lobes. This is right lobe and this is left lobe. Right lobe forms the 5 by 6 part of the liver, whereas left lobe forms the 1 by 6 part of the liver. Both lobes of the liver are separated by, as you can see, falciform ligament. Falciform ligament, it is a fold of peritoneum. It is a fold of peritoneum. In the base of the right lobe, there is one notch where gallbladder is present. The function of gallbladder is to concentrate the bile juice that is secreted by the liver, and this bile of this gallbladder is drained by cystic duct. Cystic duct combines with hepatic duct or common hepatic duct to form common bile duct, and common bile duct combines with pancreatic duct and opens into the duodenum, where all these things are secreted or poured for the digestion. Now moving towards the some important points about liver. Liver, it is the largest gland of the body, weighing about 1.2 to 1.5 kg, made up of left and right lobe. As I told before, it forms the 1 by 6 part left and right form the 5 by 6 part. Gallbladder is present at the base of the right lobe. Gallbladder is drained by cystic duct, as I told before. Cystic duct combines with common hepatic duct to form a common bile duct. Common hepatic duct formed by right and left hepatic duct. Now the question is how this right and left hepatic duct is formed. So right and left hepatic duct, it is formed by interlobular bile duct of right and left lobe. Interlobular bile duct of right and left lobe, which combines to form right and left hepatic duct respectively. Now moving towards the structure of hepatic lobule. What and all things are present inside a hepatic lobule. So as you can see, I have drawn a picture of hepatic lobule. It is polyhedral or hexagonal in shape, as you can see. It is lined by hepatocytes. Two columns of hepatocytes, like this is one column and this is one column, both combines to form radial plate of hepatocytes. It is just like the spoke of the rim of cycle. So in one radial plate, two columns, as you can see, this is one column and this is one column. Two columns of hepatocytes are present. The space between these two columns of hepatocytes, I mean inside one spoke or inside one radial plate, this space, it is called bile canaliculi. Look, I have written here bile canaliculi. And the space between the two radial plate means the space between the two spokes. So if I am considering this as one spoke and this as another spoke, then this space is called sinusoids. This space is called sinusoids or hepatic sinusoids. Look, the space between this is one hepatic plate or radial plate, and this is another radial plate, and the space between these two, this space is called sinusoids. Now moving towards some cells that is present in the sinusoids. So this is the sinusoids. The one type of cell, that is Kupffer cell, is present. It is phagocytic cell, also called reticuloendothelial cell. The another type of cell, that is endothelial cell, is present in hepatic sinusoids. Fat storage cell is also present in hepatic sinusoids. Now, where the bile is secreted inside the liver, we all know that bile is formed inside the hepatocytes. These all cell that I have drawn, this cell, like this cell, these all are hepatocytes. So in the bile canaliculi, bile is secreted by these hepatocytes. Okay, now moving towards the portal tride of liver or portal tride. Portal tride itself says, tride means three things are present there. Tride it is, and portal means it is related to portal system, that something is coming from the intestine to the liver. So what is coming from intestine to the liver? The blood that absorbs the digested food. So it is coming through what? Hepatic portal vein. Okay, and the second thing, that is hepatic artery, which enters the liver because blood is the only medium. And the third thing, that is branch of interlobular bile duct. I will say about everything, just look at the diagram. So hepatic lobule, what and all I told you before, I will say everything here once again. Hepatic lobule, functional and structural unit of liver. Each lobule covered by thin fibrous connective tissue called Gleason's capsule. Okay, each lobe consists of many radial plates of hepatocytes, as I told, as a spoke. Each radial plates consist of two columns of hepatocytes. Each radial plates consist of two columns of hepatocytes. Now the space between these two columns, means inside the spoke, not between this spoke, inside the spoke, space between the two column of hepatocytes in one radial plate is called bile canaliculi, where the bile is secreted, and this bile is drained by branch of interlobular bile duct at hepatic lobule level. So in one hepatic lobule, in the bile canaliculi, bile is secreted by the hepatocytes and it is drained by branch of interlobular bile duct, and many interlobular bile duct combines to form right and left hepatic duct of the liver, which combines to form common hepatic duct, and that combines with cystic duct to form common bile duct. Now the space between the space between two radial plate means two spokes, and now I am not talking about inside the spoke, I am talking between the two spokes, is called sinusoids. This is sinusoids. It is lined by endothelial cell, Kupffer cell, and fat cells also. Branches of hepatic artery and portal vein which enters the liver opens in these sinusoids. exchange of nutrients and other substances between blood and hepatocytes occurs where? At these sinusoids. And now the blood from these sinusoids is drained by central vein, as it is present in the hepatic lobule. And now many central vein combine to form hepatic vein, and hepatic vein comes out from the liver and opens into the inferior vena cava. That was all about the liver and its part, and in next video we will study the function of liver and composition of bile. Thank you for watching the video.